Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Learning the Art. I hope that you people are doing great. So right now I'm going to complete this eye. So it's like only 20% done, or you can at least say 25 or 30% done. I have to add like so many details in it. I will be adding so much details, and of course there is something very important about the lashes, so don't skip it. Right now it's pretty much white, so let's get into it. Let's get started. So a lot of people do ask me which oil I use. I use linseed and turpentine oil together. I think so that the camera is adjusted well. I hope it is. Alright, let's get into it. Let's get started. I do hope that you people will enjoy today's stream. So I'm gonna use my linseed and turpentine oil. So as I mentioned that this is the area that is gonna be super light. So for doing that, I'm gonna use my zinc titanium along with very less amount of my lemon yellow and orange, but it's gonna be like more of zinc titanium. Oh, thank you, Jameson, Matthew, for joining me today. I hope that you are doing great, and thank you. So right now I'm using my zinc titanium directly on this area, but the thing is we are working in alla prima, and those who don't know what alla prima is a technique in which we don't wait for the first layer to dry first. Alright, it's just that we keep applying our paint while our previous layer is still very wet, as you can see here. So those who joined me just right now, I would really appreciate if you will subscribe my channel. I go live every single day, so it's like a win-win situation for you people, because you'll get access to all of my uncut versions of paintings for absolutely free. To be honest, these are free only for now. Oh well, to be honest, in the live stream, let me show you something crazy. I was doing the portraiture actually, but a lot of people, they were saying that can you please start from the basic. So you see here, I did this one in the live stream. Well, a lot of practice. And I also did the portrait of Tupac. You may know him. Here we go. I did it everything from like sketching to paint. The last thing in the live stream, like the uncut version, is available on my channel. Not only that, well, I've done a lot. I also did MJ, and after I regretted it, I should have done him from early 80s. There we go. Thank you. So that's him. And the last one I did, I was doing the portrait of Bruno Mars, and that was incomplete. Oh, thank you. And that was just a random girl from Pinterest. That was just like the reference. So right now I'm doing these kind of, easy things so that everybody will be able to do it. Well, let me show you my favorite one so far from the live streams. I did the portrait of an old man. There we go. I hope that it's looking good in the camera. I can't tell if it's looking good or not. Oh yeah, but I do paint it with oil paints actually. Thank you. Well, to be honest, usually I work on large canvases. These sizes are like quite small that I'm picking up for the live streams. Oh, and there we go. The last one that I did is here with me. It's incomplete though. Let me show you. It's incomplete, so don't judge. I'll complete it later when I'll get some time. I was trying like doing the Bruno Mars from 2010s. It's incomplete though. I will complete it later on my own. But right now I'm doing these kind of, easy things so that everybody can do it. Thank you. Right now I'm gonna start doing this eye. It's not even like 25% done. I'll be adding so much details in it. But thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate that, every one of you. I really appreciate that still. It's like, I feel like my channel is doomed, to be honest, because I've been working so hard on this channel and it's just not getting any hit. So sometimes for me it's like glass is half empty. Oh, hi, miss you again. Well, I did everything on camera, like from doing the sketch. I even did the sketch with paint. It started with a simple circle, and then I drew the shape of whole eye, and we did the underpainting, and now I'm applying the second layer over it. Well, that's still great if you can sketch with pencil. I also do sketching with pencil though. I do almost like every medium, even digital art as well. But in digital art, I'm not that much, I think, good because I only studied digital art in only like 2 semesters. Painting was my major basically, oil painting. So I only do here the things that I have the grip. I do charcoal and graphite and color pencil sketches as well. I did some on this channel as well. I always say this thing that blending is the key if you do wanna. Oh, that's great. You just stand and you do sketching. That's awesome. You know, I do have students from like almost all over the globe, and I do have students who are like 10 years old. I even have a student, she is 6 years old, and they also do sketching really good. So it's nice to see somebody who do good sketching. So would you like to draw? Do you like to draw humans? Well, to be honest, talent is innate, but it doesn't have to do with talent. Actually, if you don't work on it, it's always about polishing your skills and developing them further. No matter how talented you are, if you don't work, somebody who is not as talented as you, and if that person is hardworking, they are absolutely gonna overshine you. So that's how it works. You have to give in the time. Talent can't ever beat hard work, no matter how talented you are. It's like everybody can learn art. It has to do with talent, but it's like a craft. If you repeat it, you can learn it. You just have to be like sincere about it. That's it. I think everybody can do anything. I'm not talking specifically about art, but they put their mind to. They can do anything. That's cool. Why you're being sad about it? I guess that it's awesome. You're 10 and you can do it. I would suggest that you should try some other medium as well. If you're already 10, go with watercolors, learn some techniques of it. It's gonna be fun. Oh, that's cool. You're such a good friend. I loved art since I was a kid. I used to make art even when I didn't have any paints. Well, I personally don't know the space where you can learn art in UK, but you can always have some online sessions. I do have students even from UK as well. So you can find a teacher online who teaches art, and they will give you like personalized lessons, like the live demonstration. They will draw with you, and I'm pretty sure you will improve a lot. It's cool to have students from all over the globe, because I have a student who is like 5 years old, and I also have a student who is 60 years old. So that kind of variation, it's a very good experience for me. You can tell me in the comment section what's the color of your eye. To be honest, this is not even complete yet. That's the first layer only. I will get back to it and this area as well later, because it's still very wet. I have brown eyes, more like amber, or you can say light brown eyes. I might be painting brown eyes in the next stream if I complete this right now. Oh, cool. Whatever you wears. Awesome. I think art is something that you can start at any age. And in later ages, people take art as a therapy as well, which is really cool. I mean, you can just simply do on the paper whatever you want to do. But I'm a fan of realism, especially the Baroque era. So I always try to study light in my art. I always say this thing that don't skip the blending because blending is the key. If you're good at blending, you can do realism. The first step of doing a good art is to be good at observing things. So, whatever the object that you're painting or sketching, make sure to observe it really well first. Take a good time to observe the lines. Oh, okay, because you see, tutorials, especially on YouTube, they're like the not the fully version. Like I'm painting live right now. If I upload this video on my YouTube channel, it's gonna be of 8 to 10 minutes. So a lot of details you people will miss. But right now it's like in the real time. So the things that are made in the real time, they're more easily to understand. And you can understand in depth. And specifically, if you do want to learn like how to draw eyes, nose, lips with pencil, those are available on my channel, like the uncut version. Those are similar to which I teach my students as the beginners in the like before doing the realistic faces. They must know about the proportions of the human face. So if you do want to learn, the uncut versions are available, and I am here. I go live every single day. If you face any difficulty, just do ask me. I will answer you. used to panic a lot, trust me. Been there, done that. Just trust the process and have faith in yourself. And you can do pretty much everything. It's not about being 10 or being 50. It's everything, it has to do with your confidence. If you have this thing in your mind that it is difficult or you're not getting anything, then you'll never be able to do it. And if you start with this positive attitude that no matter how difficult it is, I will give my best, and then you'll see the difference. Yeah, I did. I did that apple. Oh my god, I pronounce apple as apple. And my student, she was like, it's apple. Well, what can I say? I'm not a native speaker, so sometimes I suck at spelling or pronouncing things. Because English is not my native tongue, that's why. So those who joined me just right now, I would really appreciate if you will subscribe my channel. Oh really? Well, I'm glad. Do you have paints? What kind of paints you got? Is it like only sketching pencils? Okay, so if you do want to start it, if you go down in my live streams, you can find everything related to human face with detail. From the very basic thing, like how to draw eye from a simple circle. You know, everything in human face, it starts with a simple circle. So basically anybody can learn it if they do know where to start. So it's like I've done eyes not from only the front view, from the side profile as well. Same goes with the nose, lips. So they're like from different perspectives. And I also did the shading with pencil. So I think that that can be a good thing if you do really want to learn. Oh, thank you, Crane, for getting back here. I really appreciate that. And the good thing, if you do learn from my channel, I go live every single day, and you can simply just comment wherever you feel difficulty, or if you don't get any point, you can simply ask me and I will get back to you. Oh, sure. Have a good sleep. And thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate that. It was so nice to have you here. And those who join me just right now, I would really appreciate if you people will subscribe my channel. I told you people that blending is the key, so take a good time to blend things and don't get panic. You got this. You just have to add a little bit of the transitional tones and then blend it with the lighter tone, okay? So there will be a smooth transition between the lighter areas and the darker areas. And if you people don't get any point, even if you're watching after the live stream, you can simply leave a comment and I'll get back to you. I'm thinking of doing a whole course here on the YouTube. It's gonna be absolutely free. Like if I'm painting the eye, I'll paint two eyes together and then I'll go to nose, lips from different proportions, of course, and in the end you'll all be able to do the human face. So I think that's gonna be fun. For the darker and warmer areas, instead of using your orange, I would suggest that you should use your scarlet because that will be like more near to the skin tone and you won't have to apply so many layers. It's better to have one dark layer right where our eyelid started. If I am adding the transitional tones, I am blending them. Don't forget to blend. The more you do blending, the more natural it will look in the end. So after doing the skin tones, I will get back to the inner eye and then finally we'll do the lashes. Lashes are going to be so much important, so I would suggest that don't skip that part because most of the people they do make mistake while doing the lashes. And lashes can truly change the whole game. So if you are watching it in the real time, that's like a win-win situation for you. I'm thinking of uploading it just like 8 to 10 minutes video, but if people do really want to learn, they will have this live stream which is absolutely free. It's free only for now though. Later I'm gonna put privacy on all of my live streams, so enjoy whilst you can. So those who joined me just right now, I would really appreciate if you people will subscribe. And if you have any questions related to this one, you can ask me in the live chat. I will try to reply each and every one of you. Well, oh, are people not like able to see the whole thing? Oh, you're here. I remember you. Thank you for joining me even today. I really appreciate that. I think you were here when I was doing the portrait of Bruno Mars. Wow, I didn't even complete it. So those who joined me just right now, I would really appreciate if you people will subscribe, because reach of my channel is horribly down and I don't really know how to fix it, so please help me fix it. Is it annoying when I say that? Because when I used to watch people on YouTube saying that subscribe my channel and hit the like button and press the bell icon and blah blah blah, it was irritating. But well, what can I do? It's like my channel is not working really well these days. So it's showing me that the connection is not stable, but I hope my voice doesn't break. That would be so annoying. Okay, I got this. No matter how long it will take, I'm gonna complete this today, right now. I've made up my mind, because tomorrow I want to start a new thing. Well, I do remember that you're from US and you're Jamaican. Only if I had this memory while doing my exams. Working in layers and blending them is so fun rather than just doing single layers. The thick paint and everything, it gives the painting more the 3D version. Well, to be honest, I don't know how to do that. As I've mentioned before, I'm terrible at editing or even adding that kind of icons and symbols, but I will try. It's well, I feel like people who are gonna subscribe, they will subscribe either way. If you look at my long videos, you'll see how terrible I am at editing. So I just don't do it anymore. It's like a celestial event if I ever upload a long video. First of all, I do really hate my voice, and if I have to do the voiceover, I have to hear it again and again. So that is kind of traumatizing for me. So I just don't do it. Mel, can you please explain it? I have no clue about algorithm and how it works. I just do my random stuff. Some videos do perform well, and the others are just doomed. Like most of them are doomed, to be honest. But I do have a lot of people who are like committed. They do watch my live streams. So it's nice to at least have people who will tell you that your art is worthy. Oh, that's a cool idea. Okay, so now is the time that I start adding details. Sculptures, yeah, I did. It's just that I'm allergic to clay. I had this subject in my third and fourth semester, so yeah, I have done it. Once I made a horse and it was so pretty. I will definitely check that out. I don't know about her. But thank you so much for it. I really appreciate that. I think sculpture is like very popular in India as well. And even in China, I guess. They make, because in every house they have this tattoo of their god. So it's like a very popular thing there. The other ones do the sculptures of Buddha, and the Hindus they make like almost every god of theirs. They have so many. Yes, you're absolutely right. It's just that I also do Arabic calligraphy a lot. And after this live stream, I will just complete one of my calligraphies. It's like heavily textured with gold and silver foil, and there is this verse on it. It's like really cool. That's why I didn't pick sculpture as my major. A lot of students did pick that, but I didn't because I wasn't sure about it if it's okay to do it or not. So I just stick to the painting because I liked painting, I guess, more, and that was the other reason of not picking up with that. There was a certain time period like Umayyad dynasty. They were like though it's considered as the golden age, but the figures in that dynasty, they are like the most notorious one in our history, so they're highly discouraged. Like they were so brutal, and all they cared about themselves and not any teachings or anything like that. So, and at that time there were like reliefs of even human figures and a lot of animals, beasts, to show their power and everything. So that's what they did. But after Umayyad dynasty, they were like Abbasids, so they demolished everything like such kind of sculptures. Old Islamic paintings of angels, done by whom? I've seen biblical paintings, but can you enlighten me on Islamic angelic paintings? I mean, can you tell me the artist? I know that Bible was entirely painted because at that time it was the idea that people who can't read, they will have the pictorial description of Bible. But I don't know if it was a thing in Islam as well. Right now people do descriptive art as well. I even did some of that kind of art, but we avoid painting the faces that are considered, the personalities that are considered holy in Islam, so we don't paint their faces. So there will be like only the light instead of the face. Let me see that. I'm gonna check it out. Well, if you're talking about Islamic paintings, can't really see any Islamic painting. I think you're talking about the miniature painting of Asia, basically subcontinent. They're like emperors, not angels. Can't find any angels. Even they didn't like did the face of Buddha for like nearly 2 centuries when they started making his sculptures. Israfil. Oh, Israfil is the angel who's gonna be responsible for initiating the end. Oh, I get it. Who did that? That's kind of like Mughal painting. It's done in miniature style. Let me see the writing. Let me see the writing. Is it Arabic or is it Persian? I think it's Persian. No, it's not Persian. So this thing that he has in mouth. So according to Islam, this angel will blow this thing, and then it's gonna be the end of the world. Yeah, the horn. But it's done pretty much in miniature. That's like let me see who did that. Oh, now I'm curious. I see only one Muslim painter here, Zakaria ibn Muhammad Qazvini. In 1717, he painted Angel Israfil, and then it's like Claude Buck. I know there is like a contemporary artist. He painted the entire Battle of Karbala, and it's like his work is amazing. Of course, Jabir bin Hayyan, he's like the father of chemistry, isn't it? But wow, wow. The teacher of Jabir bin Hayyan is Imam Jafar al Sadiq, who is like the great 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 grandson of Prophet Muhammad. Well, the angels have been painted like so many times, I guess. The whole depictions. Because if you see this Sistine Chapel and everything, I think there is so many biblical paintings, and of course Bible in its original form. It was all about like it was like Quran. Yeah, there's I know that. I think it's awesome. I think you have a lot of knowledge according like related to Islam as well, which is nice. Hassan something. I saw that last year. Oh, okay, I get it. His name is Hassan Ruhul Amin, and he does that kind of painting. And in every painting, the faces are not visible. But he did the angelic paintings as well, like the true depiction of the scenes, and I think that is incredible. Yeah, Ottomans were great with art, you're right. His work is so much detailed and I really love it. It's just that I don't get time to do such things. But maybe one day I will do it. I really love his style. It it has so much details that it reminds me of Baroque and Renaissance period. Of course, it's like more gloomy and sad. Good to know that you have a lot of knowledge about a lot of things. I've met a lot of people who just don't care, but you've got knowledge about almost all the cultures and religions, which is nice. Once I replicated the painting of Caravaggio, and it was a biblical painting. It's like Judith beheading the Holofernes, and it was a very nice experience. those who join me just right now, I would really appreciate if you people will subscribe my channel. Right now, I'm gonna add details in the iris. It's not nowhere near done. So let's do it. So for the iris, I'm gonna use my Persian blue in a very less amount and more amount of sand green and lemon yellow. You'll see we are supposed to do every pattern as it is. Okay. Just make sure that your blending is good. Don't skip any detail. try to add each and every detail of the iris. And those who join me just right now, please do subscribe my channel. From the green eyes, I always remember the eyes of Stefan Salvatore, but no why. He had green eyes. Or maybe because I'm rewatching it. So those who join me right now, please do subscribe my channel. So for me, it's like 3:53 a.m. Thought it's still too well. I will complete this then. Today is the day that I should complete it because tomorrow I'm gonna be doing something new and something different than this one. So every possible tone that you can see in the reference, try to add that. And more importantly, don't forget to blend everything really well, okay? The more you blend, the more natural it's gonna look in the end, so please do focus on blending as well. Alright, so the top area is the one that is gonna be super dark because of the shadow of the lashes and the eyelid. So I'll be using more of browns for the top area. So those who join me just right now, please do subscribe my channel. Don't forget to blend in, okay? I'm using my Persian blue, sap green and raw umber together. Sorry, it's burnt umber. Both are quite same, it's just that raw umber is a little bit more dark as compared to burnt umber. Oh, thank you for getting back here. I thought that you were gonna sleep. That's what you said. But I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for joining me again. I'm glad that I'm good at remembering things. Just make sure that you blend things really well into each other so that your iris will look smooth and yet natural. So those who join me just right now, I would really appreciate if you people will subscribe my channel. Okay. Well, a little bit more details in the pupil and we are good to go. Just don't miss the eyelashes part. That is the one, the most important thing. thank you for joining me. And thank you for saying Afreen. I do know what it means. So, thank you. Well, I'm not even sure if this is Afreen is it Persian or it is Arabic? I think that's Persian. I do know a little bit of Persian, little bit of Arabic, and little bit of Turkish as well, so sometimes I do understand it. Because a lot of words in Persian is similar to that in Urdu and also in Arabic and Turkish, so actually, yes. That also happened with me like so many times. Not now. It used to happen because when I was like trying to do something on my own without any reference. So yeah, that was it. And I think with time you get over this fact. At least that is like for me. Before joining like the professional art degree, I was always searching and I didn't even know what I'm supposed to do. So that's how it was for me. Only then. Because after that, I had so many assignments that I had to do in certain time because there were submissions. So a lot of art on daily basis and you just can't get a rest. That was my life for like straight 4 years. I couldn't do the things that I like, which is absolutely terrible. And you know, the worst part of the art degree was that you were there on your own. And teachers, I had so many teachers there, and none of them ever taught us a single thing because they didn't care. They used to give us assignments like crazy, and that was it pretty much. They didn't teach us anything. It was for them, it was just, here's your assignment, do it. Okay, let me share a little story here, like how I chose art. First of all, here in my country, there is like no scope of art at all. That's what a general opinion is. So everybody discourages you, and they say that you're gonna end up broke if you do art and nobody cares about it, and it's like draws. So when I was a kid, I was so much fond of art, and to that extent that I didn't study anything. I went to school and I performed every time really well and exceptionally good in art classes, but when it comes to study, I was failing in a lot of subjects because I didn't care at all. So once, when my results were really terrible, my teacher, she called my family, and then she told them that this kid, she's always making art and she didn't listen. And well, that was a turning point. And my family, they were like, you are not going to do art at all, neither at home, and whether in your school, you can do it only when it's your exam of art. That's it. So straight 7 years, I had no connection with art. I didn't make anything for 7 years. It's like it was obligation on me that you can't do it. And in the meantime, I lost all of my art supplies, and I really didn't have anything to start with. So it was like a huge break from art. I didn't want it, but I had to take it. And and that was the time that I still regret the most. I wanted to do it, and everybody made sure that I don't do it. And then I was forced into studying medical. And when you know that you don't have hope that you can do things that you like. So at that point, I made peace with the fact that I had to study medical. So in my pre-med, surprisingly, for the first time in my entire life, I was first. And everybody, it was a shocker for everyone. But because it's not that I was dumb or anything, I didn't study at all in school, but in my college, it was like I was on the top in all the campuses. I was the first. So after that, when it was to decide what to study in university, should I continue medical, everybody was saying that you should do it. But then suddenly, out of nowhere, my sister, she said it out of nowhere, you know what, you should do art now. And I still remember that moment. My reply was, are you crazy? Like, have you lost your mind? I didn't do art in like ages. And she said, well, okay, you got very good marks in pre-med. How about we just apply in different subjects and just at least for fun apply for art. And that's what I did. So there was like an interest test for the university. And I went there. I got the email that tomorrow is your test, so show up. There were 900 people, and I freaked out because I saw them with loads of art supplies. Like they had so many things. I didn't even know that these kind of pencils exist and these kind of blending tool exists. And I was so scared. I was like, I'm not going to appear in this test because my whole time I loved art and I can't bear it if I fail this test because these people seems to be experts. Well, it was like, okay, I knew that I am going to get admission in different subjects, so well, let's get over with this test thing. And I only had one pencil and one big sheet, and there was like a still life in front of me. I was drawing from life after like ages, and I had like no recent experience. I was kind of dumb at that time, like numb, like what's happening with me. But well, I completed that, and I was pretty sure I'm not gonna get admission because other people were like so much ready for the test and everything. They were taking classes from professional tutors to be like to clear the test. And then out of 900 people, I was in the second place, and it was such a shocker for me. Oh, hi, dear. Thank you for joining me. And when I got the admission, everybody went against that. Like, you should not do it. And then I made up my mind that no matter how much people manipulate me, I'm not gonna listen to them. Of course, I'm gonna do lashes right now. I'm just looking for my brush for lashes. And lashes are gonna be so much fun. Oh, thank you. I got it. I got the brush. Well. It's my 0003 brush. And thank God I found it because I thought that it's lost somewhere. By the way, how was your day? No, she hasn't been here. She just commented that she had an appointment with dentist. So I think that's why she's not here. So technically, one member of Powerpuff Girls is missing. I always liked Buttercup more than any other. Okay, so for the lashes, I've been saying this for a long time that this is gonna be important, this is gonna be important. So, the most important thing about the lashes is the direction of the lashes. Most of the people they make this mistake that they do lashes in one direction, which is absolutely wrong. So, for example, if I started doing the lashes from this point, first of all, a lot of lashes are gonna be overlapping with each other. Of course, you are. Remember, we're three. I did it myself. I just have to be careful because the previous layers are still pretty much wet. But I got this because I've done it so many times that I do have practice. Okay, so first, if the lashes are moving in this direction, the thing we are supposed to do is to change the direction on this side. Well, now see, this side of lashes are gonna be the absolutely opposite of this one. Like right here, watch. Not only that, as we will move forward, we will decrease the length of the lash here. And I can see the sign of moderator on your name. I'm so happy about it. I will be adding like so many here, like the lash here in between. It's just that right now I'm covering the area and the major lash here. Later I'm gonna add the smaller hair in between. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. Okay, so I was saying not to worry, dear. I got you the central area. You see, like in the middle, you stuck. So it's like the intermediate version of these two extremes. That's why after reading your comment, I started doing it. I didn't realize that my mic was off. So, what's your favorite Powerpuff Girl? Is it Bubbles? Or you also like Buttercup? My sister, she always liked Blossom, but I didn't. I don't know why. I'm always picking up on the characters that were different, like anti-hero. I know Buttercup wasn't anti-hero, but still. Yeah, I mean Powerpuff Girls. Have you heard about the Looney Tunes? Of course, I always liked Batman more than Superman or Spider-Man. To be honest, it all started when I picked Draco Malfoy over Harry Potter. And this continues till this date. That's cool. And you know what? In the Looney Tunes, everyone in my house they liked Bugs Bunny, but I was always the supporter of Daffy Duck, and I can relate with him to the extent that I can't even explain. I feel like he's like my other personality. Even if I watch new episodes, they removed it from the Netflix a while ago, but if I watch it, I can completely tell words that we're gonna say because when I was a kid, I was so much like him. Yeah, it is old school, of course. But if you're gonna make something, what's it gonna be? How about you do Powerpuff Girls? I think that would be so much fun. I do still watch Tom and Jerry as well. Those were my favorites ever. And when I see little kids today and they don't even know Tom and Jerry, it makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, oh my god, you're missing so much. I mean, that's classic. You know what? I've been a fan of witches since I was a kid. I used to think that I can ride a broom, and it's like every broomstick I used to see. I tried my luck, but sadly nothing works. haven't. I just searched it and it seems really old. Is it good? The girl in this one looks like Snow White, and I just saw that she is riding a broomstick. Well, the whole broomstick idea was, of course, from Harry Potter in my life. At that time, the whole purpose of my existence was to get a Nimbus 2000. It seems cool though. That girl is like super cute. So in my eyes, I always wear this kind of black pencil thing. It's known as kajal though. Okay, sure. I'm gonna watch it. It might be available on Netflix here. I think that one is also very old. I remember my brother used to watch it, but if I think about it, I don't really have any memories of it. Anything with witchy juju, I'm all for it. Right now, me and my sister, we are rewatching The Vampire Diaries, and it's been a hoot. heard a lot about Demon Slayer. I will watch it for sure. Have you watched The Vampire Diaries though? It's like really old, ended in 2017. Interview with a Vampire? Well, the one that I'm talking about is like a series, like seasons, and it's like really good. Or maybe I find it good because it's like really nostalgic. But its rating is very good, and it's like one of the most watched TV shows ever. Yeah, that was before The Vampire Diaries actually. And they gave a lot of references in The Vampire Diaries from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Well, that one is like really, I guess, way better than Twilight, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Teen Wolf, and everything. Vampire Diaries also started in 2009, ended in 2017, and because of its success, it had two spin off shows as well, like the originals and the legacies. Sure. Take care. Great. The thing I'm gonna do is to add some veins. Maybe the vampires exist, we just don't know them, or they have compelled us to forget. I've seen this crazy story of Jack the Ripper, and it reminds me of the story in the Vampire Diaries. Stephen Salvatore. He was a true Ripper, and they showed him in the same age as Jack the Ripper. I've heard that there are some stories about vampires in New Orleans. Sure, I will check that out. The thing with me is that I really like anything. I'm like super specific with everything. I do want to change this habit of mine, but sometimes I just can't help myself. But it's good. You've also watched a lot of Bollywood movies. I don't watch like new Bollywood stuff because I feel like it's not up to the mark as it used to be. And that reminds me of I didn't even do any work on the dog. It's still incomplete. But I've got some time, I can complete it. I think for me, it's like super late and early morning, and I didn't even sleep a second. I love the highlighters most. So, thank you so much for joining me. I can't put it into words like how much I appreciate it. Thank you for staying this long, and I hope to see you soon again. And I think so. EMS isn't here yet, but I will text her. I'll thank her later, but that was it pretty much. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye. Take care.